Welcome to the Cigar Hustlers Podcast, episode 272. With your host, Michael the King Stepankevich, and his producer, Mike BDP Palmer. And me, I'm Phil, your cameraman, as usual. They have put me in a separate room now. I think everybody should revolt. The good news is, I'm pretty much who I say I am. The bad news is, I'm pretty much who I say I am.
He's such a good sport.
Better overhead garage storage with a rack above. Why must we damage our home just to gain overhead garage storage? A rack above has challenged the status quo by creating a superior freestanding overhead garage storage rack system that will not harm your home, trusses, or ceiling. A rack above features a 48-inch shelf that spans the entire width of any garage and adjusts to your height, keeping them within arm's reach and allowing you to ditch the ladder. A rack above will fit any garage. The independent scoping legs adjust to go around, to go up and down steps, behind water heaters, around AC units, and between electrical boxes. A rack above is the last overhead garage storage rack you will ever, I even turned on camera, you ever need to purchase. A rack above is easily disassembled and reinstalled in any garage, no matter where life takes you. A rack above goes with you.
A rack above goes with you.
Call for pricing 407-474-1214 or visit arackabove.com.
So I think I've been 3 weeks in now with my rack above.
Yeah, that's
How is
right.
it?
I love it, man. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing.
Nice.
I had some people coming in to the house this weekend, and they're like, "Whoa, what is that?"
Oh,
they're
nice.
checking it out. I'm like, "Hey, this is
That's
my
a
boy.
rack
This
above.
is a rack above." So I got all my stuff up there, and you know
If you're
what's
interested, call 474-4.
what's amazing though is normally my garage turns to shit by now. It turns into the heave ho. You know, the things kind of get thrown.
Post Christmas straightening has happened.
It's over,
and now it's falling apart again.
Yeah, you start moving shit around,
Right.
but now because everything's got a place,
Right, you don't have to move anything now.
yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh,
It's fantastic. I highly recommend it. You guys need to get on.
Can you?
this.
I mean, I know it goes across the back.
Yeah.
Could you add a second one? Is that possible?
I'm sure you could.
But it just wouldn't be. It would be like 46 inches high, or it would be right above it and be 50 inches.
Well, I would just run it right in front of it.
Oh, because you can. The width is adjustable also.
Well, yeah, I would just. What I would do is I would ask for a deal at that point if I'm getting two.
Well, because you're getting a smaller one.
no,
too,
I would get two of them.
Oh.
Front and back, and just bolt them together.
Oh, make it double deep.
Yeah.
Well, then it would be hard to get to the back row.
Yeah,
though.
but you know what you could do is you could put
I mean,
one
like L shape it.
I don't know. I mean, I guess you could
But
if you had the ability in your garage.
Right.
But I think that the better approach would probably be just two.
Oh, front and back.
Yeah, and then just space them out so you have
Right,
access
so you have
to
a
both
walk
of them.
between, and you could do or do.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
But that means you have a lot of shit at that point. I mean, let's be honest.
yeah, then you have
You got
like
a lot of stuff.
of
You got a
stuff.
lot of stuff. But it happens.
How deep is it? I mean, we say how tall it is, but we don't say how deep it is.
I
Probably
could tell
about
you.
3-4 feet, it looks like.
Is it that big? Wow,
I
that's
could
good
tell you
size.
that I take two of the big storage bins.
Yeah.
The black ones with
The black and yellow thing?
top.
Right.
And they're backed up against each other, so I have access to either side.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you can get behind it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can get behind it, no problem.
Nice.
Yep. Love it. Love it.
A lot of room for your cigars.
A lot of cigar room.
A lot of cigar storage.
All right. What are we reviewing for the Patreon?
I don't know. You handed me this. I haven't had a chance to see what it is yet. What is it? It's an LCA cigar.
Yep. It's the Whitman limited edition. I'm going to check this bad boy out. There will be a discount code for the Patreon listeners of the Patreon. So we're going to get into it. We'll let you know how we feel about it, our feelings.
Oh, the Whitman Limited, it says.
The Whitman Limited.
Is that like the donuts, Whitman's?
How the fuck?
I thought the Whitman was a sampler we discovered,
Looks
or
like
we
that's what it
established
was.
last week.
Looks like it's a train or something.
It's a candy. Well, you know, the middle, always in a Whitman sampler in the candy, the middle, the very center is the Whitman guy made out of chocolate, and he sort of looks like the what's the flowers? The FTD guy, kind of. So he's sort of like a delivery guy type thing. So that might be what that thing there in the middle, that little thing is.
Clocks in at 13.9 grams, just so you know.
Oh.
So
Oh, you have to find out the rest later.
find out the rest later. Absolutely. So
We went to the beach Sunday. What happened Saturday? Saturday.
That's kind of the spring break thing, right? You know?
I'm trying to think. They were going to go Saturday, but something happened. Oh, I took Mom for a brain scan Saturday.
Ah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I'm sure it was.
Terribly exciting.
The old mom.
Yeah.
Losing her mind.
You can put two
on a weekly basis.
Yeah, she's at the point now. I mean, it's funny because now since Dad's gone, I could see her progressing the same way Dad did.
Yeah. Now you get some experience.
Yeah. So now she's at the point where she knows she can't remember things.
Oh,
so in the beginning, you just slightly start to remember stuff,
right?
And now you're at the point where she knows. Wait, did I just tell you that?
Did I just say that?
Or by the fourth time, you're like, we've been over this, Mom. It's not a big deal. It's okay. It's everything's fine, but we've already discussed this. Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
That's crazy, man. Yeah. When I was a kid, I remember my grandmother started to go through that.
Right.
And my father was never around her house at the time because she lived in Naples.
Right.
And she had called him irate, yelling that he had thrown a party.
Oh.
In the guest bedroom of her apartment.
Oh.
And he had lubed himself up with baby oil, and there was baby oil all over the place.
Oh, my goodness.
So have you gotten to that point yet?
No, I did get accused twice Saturday of either not taking. I don't think you took it, but did you put it somewhere? Her neighborhood is going to the scanner code you got to put on the car, and then it trips a laser, and then it opens the arm thing, and her getting.
Yeah.
So they're in the process of. So she's had these two stickers forever. Everybody gets two because you know they have two cars.
Right.
She can't find one of the stickers.
Oh, why did you steal it?
Yeah, not that I stole it, but that I maybe put it on my car early, or did I put it somewhere else? No, Mom.
Yeah.
Go look on your car.
I just want you to know I'm coming over next Thursday. I'm gonna be, hey, listen.
Oh, we're having a little party for next Thursday.
He took the sticker.
You're right. Yeah.
Gas her up a little bit.
Well, yeah. I mean, she called the second time yesterday, and I was trying to calm her down, and she's like, "No, you don't understand." I go, "Yeah, we talked about this about 3 hours ago, Mom." Oh, okay, bye.
Okay, I'll stop.
All right, I'll stop.
So that was it. You did the little beach thing, or
We did that on Sunday.
Okay.
So,
did you go with Chet? Because Chet went.
No, he went to Daytona. We went to New Smyrna. No, we went with the young lady that used to live with us for a couple of years. Like I had mentioned, we have re-established that relationship. So we went with her.
The young lady,
Megan, that lived with us for 2 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who had a boyfriend that she didn't realize cut her off from everybody until she was way into the relationship, and now he's gone. So,
and she's like, "Hey,
I don't talk to anybody."
We used to be friends. Write that down.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So her and another teacher and her, I guess we'll call him boyfriend. They went.
Nice.
Yeah. We had
it was like a PTA meeting.
It was 5-6 hours, but we went way early, thinking it was going to be busy.
Yeah.
So the beach opens at 9. We got there at 9:30 and almost couldn't park. It was almost already full.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
By 10 they closed the entrances.
I think that's kind of standard though, man. Spring break starts. Everybody's like, all right, the beach.
It was great. It wasn't hot.
Yeah.
It was nice and sunny. After about 5 hours, I'm like, I kind of had enough.
Yeah.
She goes, okay, 30 more minutes. So I start cleaning up.
Right. You start getting everything prepped.
Saying off the chairs,
You got to be careful with that, though. You don't want to get it too far ahead of the curve because then you're going to get chastised.
Yeah.
That's a gamble.
But when I did, the other guy started cleaning up.
Because he was ready to go,
He was ready to go, too.
Like, fuck this shit.
Fuck that shit. If he's out, I'm out.
So, well, we went to the XFL game on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. With Boot, did you tailgate with Mr.
I did.
Boots?
I did.
I saw Boots' post.
I did tailgate briefly with Boots, didn't I, Phil?
Yeah, that's what he told me.
He still got the mask on.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, he turns the camera on.
Do you think Phil winds up killing us before Keanu does? Like loses his mind? And
I don't know. Here, let me.
Now that he's out in the other room, you can see that
let me screenshot this.
You can see that he's angry.
There we go. So I could throw this in.
Show it to him later.
No, I throw it into the show so everybody knows. Yeah, he is actually in the other room.
Yes, we have moved him. That way he does a better job.
Yeah, sure.
So we did the XFL thing. Phil, you got to tell Boots. I saw an article that apparently the third string quarterback of the Orlando Guardians,
yes,
he sold the playbook to other teams.
Oh,
nice.
How'd he do?
Well, we've been getting our ass kicked.
Well,
Is that
that's
true?
why.
You think that's true, or
He's no longer on the team.
oh, that's true.
It was true then.
Well, the problem is that they all live in Arlington, Texas, in like this campus or some shit.
Yeah.
So it's not that hard to talk to the other
every
teammates.
XFL get us.
Yeah, all
Oh.
players.
Oh,
They live in like this compound.
that was stupid. He should have known the story was going to get out at that point.
I think they make like $5,000 a game, so it's
Oh,
like
it's
60
not-
grand a
yeah.
year or something.
Oh, it's not that big a deal. I mean,
So
it
like,
is. But
what are you
it's
gonna
not.
do?
Yeah.
He's a third stringer,
Oh,
so it's not like he's even seeing the field.
yeah, he doesn't even see 60.
But man, I gotta tell you, these Guardians are getting their asses kicked. They're getting fucked up.
So is it arena ball or is it?
No, it's outside football.
So it's regular 100-yard field and everything?
Yeah, but we're having a good time when we
Yeah.
go. I mean, we heckle.
That's usually what happens at this type of thing. Because they had the arena ball, I understand, used to be, I never went, but it was like a huge party inside the arena.
Yeah, we're just kind of, we're just enjoying
have fun
ourselves.
with
The
it.
kids are having a good time.
Right.
The
Access to players is probably easier.
yeah, they're coming over at the end of the games and stuff.
Hey, I might be famous one day.
Maybe
Yeah. No, is that,
not on the Guardians team. I can tell you. So. No, like, we have some failed attempts, but when there's this gigantic guy, he's not gigantic, but he's this really big guy.
Yeah.
He's on our row, and
Yeah.
he wears a
Oh,
different,
not a player.
yeah, he wears this
fan.
different color tutu.
Oh, nice.
Oh man, he is our guy,
Oh.
right, Phil?
Yeah, Boots told me it was funny.
He is very funny. He is very,
Super funny.
he is very funny.
That's good. You guys have good seats?
Yeah, we got pretty good seats. We're at like the 20. We're in row 2. And then I have a buddy behind us in row 3, so we're all together.
Oh.
So, there's like 15, 20 of us, I think.
Right. Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids get to run and jump and do whatever the fuck they want. It's funny because Camping World Stadium's such a shithole. They still have the earplugs up the stairs. Like everything is kind of dropped out from the Monster Jam that was a week
Oh, they
prior.
didn't clean
Nobody
up?
fucking cleans
They
that
don't
shit.
clean-
Like, fuck you, whatever.
Then you can take like a blower and just blow
Yeah.
everything down to the field.
The first game, they took your bottle caps. They're like, hey, can't take your bottle caps onto the stadium or whatever. Second game, they're like, yeah, whatever, fuck off.
Here's my bottle cap. I don't want that.
It's like, okay. And we're the fucking fans that stay to the end too. It's like it was 44-16 or
Oh, my
something.
Lord.
And we're still hanging.
Right.
We're still hanging.
They might come back.
This could be it, guys. This is it. We
could be
got them where we want them.
They're driving. They're going down the field.
Yeah.
Up, not anymore.
And they have sputtered. I guess it's kind of difficult though if they know exactly your plays.
Right.
Yeah, it would be a little
Hey, look at the
difficult.
formation. That's page 7. Everybody look at page 7.
We know this one. We also did like a sleepover thing.
Oh.
We had
At
Jack's
Boots' house?
yeah, Boots house. No,
Oh.
we had
Did you
the
sleep over at Boots'?
Jax's friends had a sleepover party at the house.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many tickets did you get?
I have 4.
Oh.
Boots has 5. And then
He has
my
a-
other I
Boots
think-
has a bigger family.
and my other buddy has 4.
Oh. That's why Boots' entire family could go.
So
Yes.
yes,
If they wanted to.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Same. Well, you have 4.
Yeah. Well, when I asked to buy them, she said that she don't bother getting a
Oh.
ticket for Teddy. Not now, at least. So we're that's 13 of us. There's 13 of us that go,
Oh.
and we have a good time. So I had 4 kids. I'm like, hey, we'll just have everybody over the house, sleep over, whatever. They're playing basketball till midnight. I don't know,
Oh, wow.
Nice.
getting
Neighbors love
loud as
that.
shit.
Right.
They played a bunch of Xbox games and shit, and
Oh,
then
nice.
and then I tried to settle them down. All right, okay, it's
Okay, that's it now.
it's movie time. It's 1:30.
4 o'clock in the
Well,
morning.
you lose the time. Today we lost the hour.
Oh, yeah, you lost the hour.
So I think they kind of crashed around 2, which actually turned out being like
Oh.
3.
Right.
And then we went to Volcano Bay on Sunday.
Nice.
My exchange student came in Sunday.
Yeah?
She was supposed. We said, okay, your luggage is at B. We'll meet you over on B. She comes out, sends us a picture of A. We're like, no, that's not.
She doesn't know where she is.
She travels all the time, though.
She doesn't
She's
know where A's and B's.
26 years old. So I had to go get her.
Does she speak English?
Yeah. Well, she speaks a lot better English than she did when she lived with us because she lives in Australia.
She's Chinese, though.
She's Chinese. She's lived in Australia for 9 years. After she graduated college, she moved to Australia.
Okay.
There's you probably don't know this, and I didn't know either. There's a test, like if you're a foreigner and you want to live here, there's a test you have to take of your understanding of the English language.
Okay.
It's not like the citizenship test. It's a different test. So you don't become a citizen, but they allow you to get the visa to live here.
Is it like
Apparently it's a hard
finish these Toby Keith lyrics? Is
Probably,
that what it
something
is?
like that, yeah.
Something like that?
test, probably. But she couldn't pass the American test.
No shit.
Yeah, but the Australian test is much easier. So apparently she passed that one.
Good day, mate.
Right.
How's another shrimp on the barbie?
But now
You're
she-
in.
She's been there.
You're in.
She's been there 9 years. Now she has not citizenship, but she doesn't have to have a visa to live there anymore.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and she works in the media department for the local government in whatever province.
I
or
can't
town.
imagine a lot of people are moving to Australia. Like, you know what I mean?
It's like
It's-
America Light. So I mean,
You think so?
Yeah,
It's
I mean-
taxed up. Their fucking taxes
Oh
are
yeah,
crazy.
she was talking about the inflation. The taxes just incredible,
fucking through
Yeah.
the roof.
But we were
And
trying
then-
to explain tipping to her last night on the ride home because they don't tip in Australia. It's all included.
And then we have deer. They have kangaroo. Kangaroo are way more violent.
Oh, they have wallabies, which are little kangaroos,
Wallabies.
but they're not dangerous.
They're not.
So they run around. But apparently the magpies are what you have to watch out
What
for.
the fuck is a magpie?
It's a bird.
Oh, really?
Remember, we did that story last year, or the year before. There was magpies in Miami, and they had to get the guy with the eagle or the hawk or
yeah,
whatever.
to swoop down and
Yeah.
eat
So she
the-
said you have when you go into the parks, you have to wear a hat and glasses because they swoop down at you.
and they try and take you out.
They try to take you out because they're guarding their nest up in the trees.
So what do the hat and glasses do?
Well, if you have a hat, it doesn't hit you in the head.
Ah,
She said all the bikers and roller skater stuff have helmets with these rubber spikes on them,
so they can't swoop in.
so they can't swoop in on
I'd
them. Right?
have a fucking helmet with a cattle prod.
Right, but we haven't seen her now in 11 years. So I run over, I go, Adrian, you stay here in case I miss her. I'm going to go over to A and get her. So I go and get her. She sees me, she screams and runs over, hugs me, and she pulls out. She goes, your hair, it's so white. You're very old. Like, great.
Kids.
Yes.
Kids from the mouth of babes.
Well, the Chinese don't understand. I mean, I used to be told in China, they go, oh, you got much bigger than
You
last
look
time
so
you were
old.
here. Yeah, now
Yeah.
it would be old because they haven't seen me in 3-4 years.
Right.
She hasn't seen her parents in 3 years. She doesn't go to China either.
Yeah, who the fuck wants to go there?
Well, because of
She
the
might get sucked
because-
in making an iPhone.
Well, because of the health condition, she goes, the COVID's still bad there. I could get trapped and not be able to get back to Australia. So
Oh.
I'm not going. I was like, I
Should
haven't
do
been
that
either.
shit.
Right, I went to get trapped there.
Yeah. Fuck
Which brings me into my next segment.
Oh,
Is it your 16 minutes?
It's 16 minutes.
Oh, everybody, this is Phil's Facts.
Dun, dun, dun,
It's
dun,
16
dun,
after
dun,
the
dun,
show
dun, dun, dun.
starts. We'll have to come up with some music for Phil.
But we're still sitting here on camera too.
All right, here
Yeah,
we
you
go.
need to turn your camera on.
I'm
There
going.
we go.
I'm going to.
I like that he's kept the mask on. Like
Yeah.
it's his
It's
own
coming off after this.
kind of mutiny thing.
All right. So during the administration of President Bill Clinton, the First Lady imposed a smoking ban in the White House. President Clinton reportedly violated the ban only once. It was in '95 when U.S. Air Force fighter pilot Scott Francis O'Grady, who had been shot down over Bosnia during the Yugoslav wars, was rescued a week later by U.S. Marines. Can you guys guess what the celebratory cigar was?
That one he slid up inside of Monica Lewinsky.
Oh,
It
okay.
was probably a Cohiba.
No, it was a Postania.
Oh, before we were even created. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's amazing.
Wow.
Do you really have what it was?
Yeah, I have what it was.
Okay.
It was a Cuban Romeo Juliet of Churchill.
Right.
Romeo y Julieta.
Let's celebrate a big American accomplishment with a Cuban cigar.
You know, it's just like I'm not surprised though. That bitch went down and shut it. No smoking in the White House.
Yeah, not smoke.
I'm
Well,
like-
she found out what he's doing with the
I'm like,
cigars.
Bitch, you here because of me.
That's right.
I put in the work,
I am the president of the United States.
and you will not be putting any goddamn bans in this house.
I will smoke what I want to smoke.
What are you doing outside the kitchen?
What I should have said.
You're over here writing orders.
I am banning
Wait
cigars.
a sec.
Yeah, get back in the
Bill,
kitchen.
Bill, I don't know if you knew this about me, but I'm not in the kitchen.
That's probably what she said. And my dick is bigger than yours.
Be careful. A lot of suicide around me, allegedly.
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 yes. A lot of people that know us seem to die.
Very entertaining. It's all in fun and entertainment.
Yes, yeah, it's all
I
fun. and
liked Bill
entertainment.
Clinton. He was a good president.
He looks terrible now.
He's probably old.
Yeah, he's super old. He's
Yeah,
gotta
I
be
heard
super
that
old.
the Chinese visitor went and saw him and said, "Oh my God, you look so old."
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're so old.
Oh my God. Oh, what happened?
Yeah, but wait. Who's the guy that makes the tequila that used to be? Oh shit.
George Clooney.
No. I Can't Drive 55. That guy. You know what I'm talking
yes.
about? Okay. He's the same age as Bill Clinton. If you see him
Yeah.
standing next to each other, no.
Listen, man. There's
Not the
something
same.
about a lot of drugs. If you take a lot of drugs, your body kind of
See,
gets
Pickle is
preserved.
the drug and alcohol. Well,
Yeah.
look at Clinton. It looks like he's been taking drugs.
That's the problem. Is he probably hasn't.
Oh.
You know, I mean, he's not allowed to smoke in the fucking White House. She's probably like, no,
Well,
no,
not anymore.
no more food for you.
No more.
You know, we're just gonna cut off food. How's that sound? How's that sound, Bill?
Horrible.
horrible.
Anything else, Bill?
Yeah. What else would you not like to
Oh,
do?
you
Can I
want to
still
mess
have
around with the
friends in the-
interns? Okay, Bill. Okay.
No friends. No one's allowed over. What kind of time we running at in there, Phil?
They turn into
20.
They turn into the curmudgeon-y old fucking couple where they don't want anything to do with anybody and just be fucking yelling at people about the yard. Get off my lawn, you
Even
fucks.
probably each other.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to you.
There's nothing to be said.
Nothing to be said anymore. You go live in your own house.
Yeah.
Go live in that library they gave you, because you're not coming in the house.
Go live in the. Well,
Every president gets a library.
Maybe you can smoke in the library. How's that
Maybe
sound?
how's that
Is there a
work for
smoking
you?
section in the library?
This is my library.
This is my library.
Got my name on it. Smoke where I want to smoke. All right, ready for the news?
So, real quick before we get in the news.
Oh,
There
yes,
it is.
Phil. Yes,
I was
Phil.
actually going to ask Phil. Do you have anything to add?
Yes,
well,
Phil. Go ahead.
well, I was going to ask, what do we have coming up here at Hustler?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, do you have that
I
set
got
up?
2 calls I got to make.
2?
Yeah.
Oh, Justin.
I know one.
Please be Justin Andrews.
I'll call. Let's see if he answers.
Call me
I don't know if he's going to answer.
Do
He's
we need
like,
to
I
hit the
got
button on
meetings and
the
shit.
board?
He's got to see us, so maybe he answered.
I'm not calling Justin Andrews.
Oh, who are the 2?
He's got a acquisitions meeting for fucking acquisitions.
You calling the golden toilet guy? The golden toilet guy. He's calling the
Let
golden
me see.
toilet
Hold
guy.
on. Justin Andrews.
No, they're calling the golden toilet.
Well,
We can't understand him. We can't
Justin
talk.
Andrews is he's busy. He's in the process analysis for opportunities and lead time optimization.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The same meeting you were on earlier.
Yeah, it's another one. They're reviewing that one.
they must be
They're reviewing
super
the process
fast.
time.
A lot of optimization.
Let's see if he calls. I told him we call. He said he's busy.
He's not busy.
Can't be too busy for us.
It's not looking good.
Not looking good.
If he's seeing it, he's like, "Oh shit."
Your call has been forwarded
Oh,
to
I
an
got the text. Let's see.
Oh, I'm in the bathroom.
They're always in the bathroom.
So you think it's...
hit you around 1:30ish my time. That's like 4. That's in an hour and a half.
Oh,
So Matt Booth will not be on
no Matt Booth. We're having a Matt Booth event this Friday here at the Cigar Hustler.
in the private lounge.
And a ticketed event, $50 in advance, $60 day of the event.
I think he's calling me right
5
now.
cigars.
All right. Oh, that's not my guy. I almost called the wrong guy. I
Oh.
almost called the wrong Alan.
Oh.
Oh God, my phone's stuck.
Oh, yeah. There.
Alan.
So listen, we're gonna call this guy. He's my friend.
You're
Let's see
gonna
if he
you're gonna
answers.
preface with why you're calling him, or is it just gonna be?
Well, I'll give you guys a glimpse of a life of a retailer.
Oh.
Hello.
Alan,
Yes.
hey, you are on a Cigar Hustlers podcast. This is Alan Schumer
Schumer.
welcome.
Mr. Schumer.
of Caribbean Cigars in Miami.
Oh, he's famous.
Oh.
He is. He's kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, more infamous than that.
More infamous than famous.
Yeah. Where are you right now? Are you in a helicopter? You're in your helicopter? You're in your car?
I'm in my car, but I can take you off the Bluetooth.
Yeah. Take us
please,
off. Take us
please.
off.
The Bluetooth
that
in the
better?
helicopter.
Oh, yeah. that
Tell
is
the driver
much-
to put the divider up so we can hear you better.
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, well, that's what I did. I put the silent divider up. The
Oh,
tone of
that's
silence.
nice. Yes.
Very nice.
Oh, much better.
So listen, when
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to hear some great stories about you being the legend that you are in this industry. And and I was hoping that you would be able to share some of these stories with our viewers and listeners. So that way they could
And
have
when
a
you
better...
say stories, do you mean stories about my behavior, their behavior, employee behavior?
Oh, all the above.
Oh, he has a list.
Can you tell that Alan's an attorney?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
What perspective would you like to hear the story from? Well, for starters, I heard a story about a customer or a possible customer calling you about some Padron Corticos one time.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely true. Yeah, he was looking for Corticos, and unfortunately, right now, or at least at the time, Corticos were hard to find.
Yes.
Because I guess Padron has decided to make, well, they're more premium brands and brands that have bit higher margins and
Yeah.
more money than the little cigars. And so when he called, he asked for Corticos. I said, good luck. Good luck with that. And he goes, what do you mean? And I said, well, I've ordered from Padron like 3 times in the last month, and they haven't sent them. So I think they don't have them. And they probably are making other cigars. And he goes, well, why didn't you just say that? That was very rude, what you said. I said, really? Fuck you. How's that for rude? And I hung up on him.
Nice.
You know that we have a saying at Caribbean Cigars: service with a snarl.
Service with a snarl.
Nice.
And it is fantastic. I mean, look, you got all shapes and sizes that come through your front door and people that call, right?
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
and it can be, as a retailer, it can be very entertaining. So if you don't, if you just let it all kind of pass you by and you don't stick up for yourself every once in a while, you know, I agree with sometimes some of
gotta
those.
show
Some
'em
of them,
who's boss every once in a while.
Hey, listen. Look, you're in my
Listen.
fucking spot.
You want rude?
Like,
Fuck you.
I'm gonna be nice and respectful to you, but if you're gonna be shitting to me, I'm batter up, motherfucker.
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, you know, I'm not going to take stuff from anybody. I'm not going to take crap from anybody, number one. And number two, listen, I love speaking to customers, especially new customers.
Yeah.
My favorite, young smokers, because when I say young, I mean over age, but, you know, just starting out.
Right.
Because, you know, they're the future of the industry. They're the future of the retail business. And they're usually people that are hungry to learn new things.
Yes.
Versus Miami, where every single person claims to have some relation to the cigar business, and because they're of a certain ethnicity, that their blood gives them a divine right and knowledge of cigars, which, of course, I mean, listen, we all know the guys that come in and smell cigars through the cellophane.
Right.
I mean, that's
Right.
just,
Oh yeah.
I mean, you know, yeah. So, I mean, it's the most ridiculous thing in the world. But these are the same guys that claim to know about cigars.
Right.
And certainly, you know, unless you are really particular about your Nicaraguan cellophane or Dominican cellophane.
Ooh, what is
Really?
that? Is this Honduran cello? I mean, this is
Oh,
amazing.
this is really
Right.
great.
How old is the cellophane? So
You know, it doesn't make a difference. Yeah.
now you had another customer.
You need to say this is also the founder and the home of the FTG.
Oh yes,
It
yeah,
is.
It is.
It is home of FTG.
Of
Yeah.
the fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yes.
Now you
So
had
it kind of goes hand in hand.
Right.
You had another experience with a customer that grabbed the cigar and he dropped it.
Yeah, well, so this is a pet peeve of mine, where people, there's a couple of them, and as you can tell, I have a few. One of them is that where they pick up a cigar, drop it, and then put it back, and either grab one from the same box or just ignore that cigar. Now, obviously, that cigar is no longer, in my opinion, saleable. Because that cigar, you don't know what he's done. Has he cracked the binder? Has he cracked the wrapper? Who knows what's happened to that cigar?
Right.
And so I just told him when he tried to do something with it, yeah, you bought that cigar. It's yours. You buy it, you break it, you buy it.
And did he say,
you know,
what do you mean?
Yeah, that didn't have, no, he knew that. I think sometimes my voice and the way I speak to people, kind of registers with them that we're not fooling around. Listen, I think, you know, the most strangest one was there was a group of guys that went around, and I'm sure you've experienced it. They go around the entire store touching every single cigar.
Wow.
And it makes me crazy. And I just finally said, listen, are you guys going to buy a cigar or are you going to finger fuck every cigar that I have here?
Wow.
And of course, needless to say, they walked out.
What do you think they're doing? Like
When they're
picking up
doing
the
that,
cigars?
yeah, it's fruit. I mean, you know, is this ripe? Is this have a bruise on it? I don't know. I mean, listen.
It's like guacamole.
Right. I've smoked cigars for 30 years. I go into a humidor. I'm respectful of the cigars that are there because they're handmade products. These are not, pieces of wood. And, you know, it's somebody's merchandise. It's their inventory. They put money into it, thought, hopefully, in how to curate their humidor. And, you know, got to be respectful. But a lot of people aren't.
Alan was the first guy to approach me about Postania.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I was in the hotel lobby.
Do you remember where that was?
In New Orleans, man.
In New Orleans, in the Pavilion.
Yeah. I mean, he came right out to say, hey, you're the Postania? I'm like, yes. Yeah.
Yes, sir?
I mean, he really set the tempo for me, and I was disappointed after that
Oh,
with everybody else
Everybody
that wasn't
else,
not
right.
excited as much as he was.
Oh.
but he was very excited. So I'm like, this is awesome. So, yeah, we hit it off
He
right
knows who
away.
I am.
Yeah. He knows me. He knows me. So
Right. I'm a star already.
I'm a big deal. You know what? I'll be in the back if anybody else wants to speak to me. Just set meetings.
Have them go through Mr. Schumer.
Correct.
Yeah. So now
Yeah, there's a lot of so many stories. I mean, listen, a guy the other day calls up and he goes, listen, I'm looking on Google and your address is not in your Google listing. What are you talking about? Of course it is. He goes, well, no, it's not. I said, okay, here's the address. 5 minutes later, he calls back and he says, listen, that address is not a real address. I said, come on, bro. I've been here for 12 years. It's a real address. He goes, are you in Allapattah? I said, no, I'm not in Allapattah. I'm in Kendall. Okay. So he calls back. He says, I can't find place. I said, listen, you are too stupid to buy cigars. You need to go back to cigarettes.
Don't fucking come.
Okay? Right.
Yeah, you can't find me and I'm hidden.
I mean, listen, I think there has to be some level of intelligence. Just like I think there should be some level of intelligence to be a congressman or to be anything. You have to have some level of intelligence to smoke cigars. Otherwise, I'm not interested. I don't want you in my store.
The guy goes, no, that's not it. What do you mean that's not it?
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, right.
I don't like to sell cigars. I just like to keep them. So, no, I'm hidden.
Guy calls 3 times, can't find the address. You know what, bro? Just don't fuck it. Just go somewhere else.
Just don't come. I don't want you here, right?
Order online, some shit. I don't know. What the fuck do you want from
All
me?
Cigars International. Just
Yeah,
buy
this
from
is
them.
fucking here. Check this out. Go fuck yourself. So
We've had a lot of issues.
yeah, fuck that guy. You can't figure out
agree.
the address. Fuck that guy. Well, hey, listen, I appreciate you coming on, dude. You're a great friend. We've been friends forever, and please check out Caribbean Cigars. I know that you have a lot of aromas that are hidden. I know sometimes you like to give them up. But he's got a hell of a aroma craft selection. He's like the fucking guy that has everything kind of secret stashed. If you're looking for a cigar and you can't fucking find it, you guys need to call Alan. He's the man. So give him a shout. See what he's got.
He's not in Alapalaka either.
And yeah,
He's in Kendall.
he's not in Alapalaka. You can find him in Miami. If you're in the area, usually there's the Espinosa guys are always hanging out there. Hector's always there. So if you want to go have a good time, you're in Miami, go check out Caribbean. All right.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, Alan, take it easy, brother.
All right, brother.
Later.
Be good.
Alan from
We
Caribbean.
have like an Alan segment of the show.
Guy's a fucking
Dumbass
legend.
of the day.
Yeah.
Guy calls, says my address is wrong.
Listen,
What?
if there's any other retailers and you got a funny story to tell and you want to tell it, reach out to me. Reach out to Mike at MikeandMikeProductions.com, and we want to hear your story. And if it's good, we'll put it on here. We'll have you call in, and because man, there's definitely some experience here as a retailer. Some of the shit that you see, it's fucking comical. And when you have the attitude like Alan's, it makes it even more comical. It's like, you know what? Fuck off.
It's the way he walks around these shows, too. He'll just be sitting in some booth,
Yeah.
not talking to anybody. He's just sitting there.
Fucking.
I was tired.
I'm just sitting. This is a good chair.
It's a good chair.
Yeah.
It's a good chair. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. All right.
Except he can't sit in Espinosa now because we have claimed those.
Mm.
We should bring a little Postania flag and just.
Yes.
This is put a P.
We have claimed this in the
Stickers.
name of Postania.
stickers.
All right, news time. You got another phone call.
That's it. No Matt Booth.
Did you want to talk about the pants?
Oh.
I mean, we could touch on that
Let's
for
touch-
sure.
We could touch.
I mean,
on
you
that.
know,
I mean, you
'cause
don't have to, but you
Should we leave it
mentioned
for the
it, so-
Patreon?
I feel like
Oh, should we leave that for the Patreon?
we could totally leave that for the Patreon.
Let's leave that. Good
Yeah.
call,
We can
Phil.
leave that for the
Yeah.
Patreon.
Good call. Well, he doesn't
That
want
is a
Boots to
good
miss
one.
it, so
Right.
Phil and Boots are good.
That
friends.
is definitely a good Patreon conversation
Yes.
because, apparently being number one, it upsets people.
It does upset.
It upsets people.
It does.
Everybody's
It
chasing the
does.
leader.
Hey man, we put in the work.
Some
we put in the
people
work.
are questioning the ratings.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
everything
you
else,
know
so
what?
I had to put one man in his little place the other day. So.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's
All
good
right.
stuff. So we got more to talk. We'll talk about it on the Patreon.
All right.
All right, here we go.
From the four quarters of the world, all the cigar industry news you could possibly need. The Cigar Hustler Podcast Report.
La Polina announces a price increase for several lines.
Oh,
They gotta pay for coffee makers.
kind of late to the game.
K by Karen Berger adds distribution in Germany and Iceland.
La Polina coverage. Price
Oh,
increase.
We,
Moving on.
we only give the headline. I mean, it's a price increase. What do
Yeah.
you say? We're gonna
Yeah.
because of rising costs,
Yeah.
we've had to
Yeah.
raise the prices
Due to inflation.
Right. German Engineering Cigars adds distribution in the Middle East and
Son of a bitch! I met the guy.
Asia.
I meant to stop by his booth. I fucking forgot. But
German Engineering Cigars has announced 2 distribution deals that will cover nearly 20 countries. They are taking over, Mike.
we are coming.
We are coming to the only countries in the Middle East, South Asia, and the Caucasus. Where's the
Caucasus?
That's what it says.
Oh,
Caucasus. Caucasus. I don't even know where that is.
Sounds like a big deal.
Caucus.
It does. The company has signed a distribution deal with the India Cigar Company.
Oh.
That will see India Cigars distribute German engineered cigars in 18 countries. We are taking over the world.
We're taking over the world.
Viaje Holiday Blend Cigars, the blend Christmas Tree 2022. In the 15-plus years that Viaje has been making cigars, the company has become known for releasing small batches of cigars throughout the year, and with some cigars appearing sporadically and others appearing on a yearly basis.
Yes.
One of the most consistent releases from the company has been the Holiday Blend, which debuted in...
I would say, let me guess, hold on, 2013.
2009.
2009?
2009. And was released annually until 2021 when the cigar didn't get a release.
Okay.
The hiatus proved to be only a one-year thing, as in December 2022, the company announced that the Viaje Holiday Blend would be returning and doing so in 2 different formats.
Mortimer, we're back.
A 554 Holiday Blend and a 4x60 Holiday Blend Christmas Tree. And returning with a new wrapper, a Nicaraguan Corojo 99 Maduro wrapper in place of the Nicaraguan Criollo wrapper used for previous releases. Both cigars are Nicaraguan-grown tobacco for the blender.
The Holiday Blend. Okay.
Well, it's the first time the tree's come out since 2017.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
We're excited about that.
As an MSRP of $10.66 per cigar, while the Christmas Tree 2022 will have an MSRP of $10 per cigar.
Nice. You know, I do have a funny story to tell you.
About the Christmas tree?
No, this is Brittany's going to want to call in and defend her position.
Oh.
Pause on the news.
You want to hear this? Or
Sure. Go ahead. We'll pause on the news.
So we're on our way to Volcano Bay.
Yes.
And there's 2 parking garages.
For Volcano Bay?
Yeah, well, there's 2 main entrances to the parking garages, right? So I'm like, we should go. We like life hack. You want to go to this other one because it's usually slower. Let's go to this one. So we're driving, and like when you go to merge on, it's got like these yellow poles that are stuck on this ramp.
Okay.
And like you can't,
like they do at the other parking garage.
Yeah, you can't move. You can't go through that.
Right.
She's like, oh, that's odd. I wonder why those are there. Maybe they don't want you to come off of this road to get onto this parking garage.
Could be.
Yeah. So Brittany says, should I just fucking go over the median and just kind of get in there? And I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead, fuck it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So we're driving down this road.
Uh-oh.
And we get to the entrance to get in, and all the parking places are red, and they're all coned off.
Oh.
And there's one person walking around, and she's looking at us, and she is shaking her head no. And she comes up to the car, and she says, we go, hey, so we can't get in this way? She said, you must have drove over or around cones in order to get to this entrance, because this entrance is closed. And we're like, oh, no, yeah, we're sorry. We just thought that it was closed because of that one road or something like that. Oh. It's like, no.
No, there's a reason.
It is entirely closed, so you're going to have to go back the way you came.
Oh, in reverse?
Through the regular entrance.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, sure. So we pull around. We see other cones, and we move. We're just flat out. We're violating everything at this point. So she's like, get out of the car and move the cones. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll move these cones. Moved her out of the way, and then we're back going to the regular exit.
Oh.
So she turned around. She tried to blame me. She said, hey, this is your idea. You shouldn't have done this.
You weren't driving, though.
And I'm like, if I was in my car, I would have never done over the median shit. Forget that.
Right, your car would have dragged.
Yeah, and of course I'm not driving. I'm not the driver.
Right.
I don't drive.
Oh.
It's ridiculous.
It's hard to be number one. It's hard to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So I instantly was blamed.
Oh. Well, you okayed it.
That's what she's saying.
That was
she said that I okayed.
I've been through this before. I understand how this works.
Totally my fault.
Totally your fault, right. It wasn't my idea. Yeah, but you said I should do it. No, I said go ahead if you want to.
Right. Yeah, what the hell do I care?
Yeah, I'm not driving.
Yeah. Go over the bump.
Responsibility of the car is the driver.
Yeah. Yeah, the lady didn't go walking.
Unless you're calling next week, Brittany, then you are completely right. He's
Next
wrong. I
week
don't-
we'll have Brittany step on
the
Kevin.
angry
Yes.
Universal employee did not approach the passenger side, saying that, oh, clearly it was his decision. Went up to the driver's side. The driver's side.
So obviously this has been a debate.
It was a little bit of a debate.
Oh, was it the rest of the day? That was it.
it was
You told
very-
me to drive over the median.
You know, we never talked about it.
Do you want to go on that slide? No, because you told me to go over the median.
Right. No, we had a fucking hilarious time. We had a great time. It was fun. We had a fun day.
Good.
Kids were exhausted, though. We were done at like 10 o'clock at night or some shit.
Oh, yeah,
Went
long.
out to dinner, ate at Antojitos.
Oh.
Nice. Oh, that's the Mexican place.
Yeah, I finally got into that spot. It's all right. It's all right.
Oh, it's just all right. Not a big
Yeah.
deal.
Back to the news.
Back to the news. Aladino Candela begins shipping. Did we get that?
Nope.
Because it's they're light.
Yeah, probably.
J. Reed Tobacco Company has announced that it begins shipping the new
they're
Aladino Candela. The company is selling the Aladino Candela in just one size, a 5x50 Robusto, and only shipping 8,000 cigars. That means they had tobacco for 4,000. The blend is made entirely of Honduran tobacco in the green Candela wrapper, covering a Corojo binder and Corojo fillers. Each cigar is MSRP of $8.50, and there are just 400 boxes, which means they had enough to 200 of 20 cigars available.
Who's still such a nice guy, too? It's too bad.
He is. He's such a nice guy.
He really is.
There's more about that, but
Yeah, we're moving on.
we're only reading half the story. Room 101, Daruma, returning in the coming weeks.
Yep.
Now, I looked up how to say this word because I knew I was going to fuck this up. It's Daruma, pronounced Daruma.
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 The Room 101 Daruma line is scheduled to make its
Daruma.
return in the coming weeks as the company has taken orders for the cigar at the TPE Product Expo this week in Las Vegas for its newest iteration.
They did.
Did we buy that?
We did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The cigars themselves were not on display, but an image of a sales sheet showed. They had a picture. But
They're not here, but here's a photo.
Yeah, here's a photo. We don't have it yet, but here's a photo of what they would look like. But an image on the sales sheet showed the package in a black and gold color scheme. They appeared to be fully wrapped in printed paper. As for the blend, it is so you couldn't even see the cigar in the picture either.
Okay.
It's wrapped in pepper.
Doesn't matter.
Could just be pepper.
I tried to unveil a cigar, and it was a paper towel roll.
Oh,
There was
that's
nothing in there.
nice. Oh. They appear to be fully wrapped in paper. So as for the blend, it's Nicaraguan Puro, though the company is not disclosing any specifics about the varietals of tobacco being used or which the company tobacco-producing regions they were grown in. Cigars are also made by Oliva.
Oliva.
Well, the cigar is the same, and the sales sheet made reference to the 2012 release of the Daruma. The blend is a throwback to the Room 101 Daruma that was originally released back in 2012.
Daruma.
It is quite different on paper from the original.
Huh.
The new Room 101 Daruma will be offered in a 6x50 cigar and offered in a 10-count box. It is limited edition release with 2,000 boxes produced because they had tobacco for 2,000.
Like, oh no.
Making for a total of 20,000 cigars will be distributed by Ford Cigar Company.
Nice.
STG reports higher revenue and profits with lower growth.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they had the optimization thingy.
It's the
They have a meeting. That's how they're doing it.
Increasing the
They're-
EBITDA.
Yeah, I have a list of their evidence.
We have an EBITDA list.
We have an EBITDA list. For 2023, has provided the following guidance: net sales in the range of 9.0 to 9.3 billion DKK.
DKK.
Yeah, that's the foreign money.
It must be all those process analysis for opportunities and lead time
Yes.
optimization meetings.
EBITDA margins before special items in the range of 24 to 25%. Free cash flow before acquisitions in the range of 1.2 to 1.4 billion dollars.
Billion.
Free money just floating around.
Mm.
Adjusted EPS in the range of 14.5 to 16.5. What's EPS?
I don't know.
I'm
a small business owner.
I just learned what EBITDA was.
Yeah, now there's EPS.
Skip, what's EPS?
Earnings per share.
Oh, I like that. Oh,
nice.
that's very
There
nice.
you
Yeah.
go.
I'll
you-
be in my
did you-
car.
did you Google that?
No, I did not.
Oh. STG has consistently said it considered the massive growth of 2021 and 2022 due to the pandemic to be temporary phenomenon. It expected the cigar market growth to cool down in 2022. The change in consumer behavior for handmade cigars brought about by the pandemic has remained sustainable, and consumption in the U.S. turned out to be resilient to the macroeconomic development during 2022. Nobody knows what any of this means. Except skip that. Skip those.
Here's the conclusion. They're making a lot of money.
Yeah,
Right,
not selling as many cigars.
We're selling less. We're more vertically integrated. We're making more.
We have a lot of free money.
Yeah. And now we no longer have time to speak with Matt Booth because he's a client.
He's a client now. We own him. We don't have to talk to him anymore. From our Florida reporter, Romatron, we have a Florida story.
Uh-oh.
He's now submitting weekly stories. Oh, back over here. Florida man Philip Joseph has decided that his dog should have eternal life because the loss of the loved one would be devastating.
Okay.
So, he loves his dog too much and he can't let it die, he explains. All dog owners would love to never have to worry about their four-legged friend moving on to the afterlife, but Joseph has taken it to the next level.
What did he do?
I will tell you. He's not trying to figure out how to immortalize his dog on his own. He doesn't understand Frankenstein's scientific formulas and the biological procedures necessary to accomplish this task, and Joseph is not, but he is not the giving up type, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
The idea suddenly came to mind. Why not kidnap a scientist, says Joseph to himself while laughing diabolically.
Muha.
So he kidnapped Ryan Lockhart, a doctor and scientist from the University of South Florida.
He did not.
Yes, he did.
Oh, my God.
One can only imagine what was going on in Ryan's mind at that point. No laboratory, no secret chemical formula to keep the dog alive forever, and a crazy guy holding him hostage trying to figure out
My dog must live forever.
The good thing is that they found the Florida scientist before anything catastrophic occurred.
Aha.
Joseph was eventually found by the police after Ryan's family noticed he was missing and started an investigation. However, Joseph didn't face any charges because apparently this is a mistake. Anyone who loves his dog as much as Joseph does.
What?
I'll tell you what, that scientist is what a trooper. He's like, no, it's okay. It's okay. He just loves his dog.
Wait, it gets
Holy
better.
shit.
That guy's on drugs, man.
When Joseph spoke to a reporter, he said, I get anxious when I think my dog is going to die. He's all I have. I can't let him die.
Oh, man.
Scientists have also agreed to try and figure out how to make his dog immortal, even though they might not be successful.
Wow.
So he kidnaps this guy, no charges, and the scientists went, he's a good guy.
You know,
Let me see if I can figure this out.
I'm going to work on that for you.
We need to rob a bank with this guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, don't mention it on the show, Phil.
Well, I'm just saying. They'll let him go.
All right, and finally,
Yes.
our final story from Pittsburgh.
Uh-huh.
The Pittsburgh Zoo and Aquarium welcomed a new, adorable addition on Valentine's Day. The zoo released the first photos of the baby on Friday, and less than a month after it arrived on February 14th. The newborn gorilla is healthy and thriving under the care of its mom, Ibu, zoo officials say. They've a new baby gorilla.
Yeah.
This is Ibu's second baby. The 32-year-old gorilla welcomed her first when she was just 8 years old. The zoo said gorillas living in zoos can live up to 50 years.
Wow.
When the new baby coming later in life, Ibu is a great mom.
Yeah, it's like older. She's having an older baby.
Yeah, older baby. Karen Vacco, the assistant curator at the mammals at the zoo, said she is throwing off the baby, cradling and nursing. Oh, she is showing off. Sorry, not throwing.
Just throw. Woo!
Completely different thing.
Yeah.
Nursing, she naturally knows what to do and doesn't need any intervention from the staff. We are tracking their progress, and they are both doing really well. The baby does not have a name yet, though.
Ah, here we go. Here's the kicker.
Here's the kicker. It's a kicker. Suggestion for a $5 donation on their website.
How many donations have we made?
Top
at Mike and Mike
suggestion
Productions?
will be vetted by the staff and then go on for a final selection.
Uh-huh.
So, in the description of the show, I will put the link
Yes.
on the YouTube show.
Uh-huh.
And then if we can get the name to be either The King, Mikey, or Polish Hulk, we will have a prize for one of our listeners. We will choose them at random, and we will give away a prize.
The best, you got to stick with one. So just go, the best
well,
odds.
I'm giving them 3 chances here. So, I mean, if they can get behind any one of the names.
I think the best odds are Mikey. If you're going to go for one, you got to go for
Like
Mikey.
the Polish Hulk.
Yeah. Polish Hulk
Polish Hulk's
won't
because it's not
roll,
an albino monkey.
And the King won't work either.
The King? Okay. So we're going with Mikey. So if everybody will click the link and put in Mikey. Now, it's going to cost you $5. But if they choose that name, or if it is even mentioned in a follow-up article,
Yes.
some reason these cigar people are giving it to Mikey or $5
Going for
donation.
Mikey.
We will have a contest and draw names from all the listeners who comment.
What are you going to give away?
I don't know. I'll come up. So I got stuff to give away.
Good stuff.
You got to give away something good.
It'll be
It's gotta
something.
be juicy.
It'll be something good. It'll be something good. The arrival is a welcome addition to the species, as the whole official said. Western Lowland gorillas are listed as a critically endangered species due to their rapidly declining population.
This is in Florida?
No,
Zoo?
it's in Pittsburgh.
It's in Pittsburgh.
Yes, but they're declining because of their population, their declining population, and their love of sugary cereals.
Oh, because they love sugary
They
cereals?
love sugary
They're all
cereals.
diabetics?
They're all diabetics, yes.
Oh, it's amazing. They need to eat it post-workout. That's what the problem is.
Right, but
Yeah.
the gorillas, I feel, are just sitting around eating the cereal.
They're just eating that.
Just eating the cereal.
going for the Frosted Flakes.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Excellent.
What time we got in there, Phil?
50.
Oh, we're doing good.
We're in good shape.
Okay,
It's like we've done this for 5
yeah.
fucking years.
It's 6.
6 fucking
See,
years.
in the next 2 weeks,
Wonder why we're number 1.
we'll be having special interviews in the next 2 weeks. We'll have
Yeah,
little additional interviews, like
yeah.
with the Jack and Hector one.
yeah.
We've got Mickey Pegg coming
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
and we've got Matt Booth and Justin Andrews.
Yeah, we sure do.
So that's something to look forward to. I don't know which one's going to do which because they're both happening this week, so it'll
Yeah,
depend
they're
on
fun
how
and
we add them
exciting.
in. Yes.
It's good stuff.
So you got to listen to the week, Michael?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Do I have a listener of the week? Shit.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, who is it?
Ryan Clark.
Ryan Clark, listener of the week.
Yes,
Congratulations, Mr. Clark.
Congratulations.
And do you have a shop of the week?
I sure do.
Oh, it can't be the same as last week.
It's not.
Does he work at a shop too?
No.
No, I didn't think Ryan did. All right, who's
What does he? Does Ryan work at a shop?
No, I don't think so.
He does now.
Oh, that Ryan.
Yeah,
I didn't know his last name. Does he listen?
I think so.
Oh.
Well, if not, he'll never know.
So what's the shop of the week? Can't be-
Caribbean cigars.
Shop of the week is Mr. Alan Schumer at Caribbean Cigar.
Yes, go check out Alan.
He didn't give us, I guess, customers. We should ask him some little tidbit about somebody in the industry or something. He knows everything.
Next time.
Look, man, I could call him and say, "Hey, listen, you got some juice? You want to give it up? You want to talk
Sure.
on the podcast? Do it. Or if you want to do it on the Patreon, he'll do it. He'll be like, fuck
Oh,
yeah.
sure he would. He doesn't
If
care.
you ever want to say something, I'll put it out there. But it's actually out there for other retailers too. If they ever want to tell a story, like I said,
Oh, sorry, yes.
reach out to us and we'll see if
As
it's.
the number one show, we are open to everyone.
But it's got to be vetted. If we don't feel like it's funny enough, I just want you to know.
Oh, we
you know?
got to hear it first?
Yeah, I want to hear the story. I
Oh.
do all those stories. I've heard those stories.
Oh.
I just wanted him to say them.
Well, I would like then that to go through you, the approval process, so that they're fresh.
Yeah, well, when they go,
me and Phil here.
once they hit your email, say, hey, listen, I got here's
Oh,
one.
okay, yeah. And I go, okay. And then Mikey will call you, and
Yeah.
he'll hear the story,
Yeah.
and then we'll have
whatever
whatever works
Yeah,
out.
just say I got a story.
That's it.
All right, this has been episode 272 of the Cigar Hustler Podcast. We got to go do the Patreon now for the Whitman.
The Patreon, the Whitman Patreon.
And we're going to talk about the pantsies. The pants
Oh,
thing.
and the
Pantsies.
pants.
Yep.
Yeah.
The great pants thing.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Appreciate it. Bye. The Cigar Hustlers Podcast, its owners, and its sponsors take no responsibility for the opinions or statements made by the talk show host or their guests. Statements or show topics are not necessarily the beliefs of Mike and Mike Productions or the podcast providers, and opinions between talk show hosts may differ. It is not our intention to libel, incite, or hurt anyone's feelings. We invite you to write the show's host, Mike Stepankevich, with any feedback or suggestions that you have for their shows. These broadcasts are presented and made public as entertainment in the hope that they will be entertaining to the audience.